I'm going to show you how to build a Manychat bot using AI from Google. The AI is called Dialogflow, and it's conversational AI that will make your Manychat bot more responsive to messages received from your users. And let me give you a quick example of how that works. I click Get Started. This is a welcome message that is served from Manychat, but you should expect that you'll receive free-form messages from your users, even small talk like this is awesome. Now what's happening here is Google's AI will attempt to understand what the user intended when they messaged you, and if it's been trained to respond, it will fire back a message to the user in your Manychat bot. You can see here that we just responded with a thumbs up and a text message. So that response is actually served by Dialogflow. Now, what's really cool about integrating Manychat with Dialogflow is that you can use the AI from Google. It's actually called natural language processing. That's the AI technology. And you can use the AI to understand or attempt to understand the intent of the user and then respond with Manychat. So you can actually send them back into a flow or a sequence. And here's a great example. Let's say you're building an e-commerce bot. What's a question that you'll get asked often? I would say probably something around shipping, like do you ship to Canada? Now you'll see here we got a response. Yes, we ship to Canada. Now, let's say we asked, you ship to India. I just picked any country. It could have been really any country. And you'll see we got a message back here. No, we don't ship to India, unfortunately. So just to explain what's going on here, Dialogflow understands that Canada and India are both countries. But we're responding from Manychat, so we're able to use what's called as an entity, this country entity, and we're able to actually map that to a flow in Manychat that will respond appropriately depending on what country they select. Now that I'm going to show you how that works in the second video of this series, so you'll have to stay tuned to see how to do that. Right now, I'm going to focus on how you can quickly get connected to Dialogflow. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to head over to dialogflow.com and you'll want to create an AI agent. You'll see here that I've created a bunch. But you would just go to Create New Agent. It would take you to a screen like this, and you'll just want to enter a name. You can't enter no spaces in the name. And you'll click Save, and that's it. You'll have set up your first AI agent from Dialogflow. You'll see there's other data here. The only thing that matters on this screen is that you'll want to use V2. It defaults to that, but V2 is it's the latest AI. They had a V1, which is older technology, and it's not really supported anymore. So it might work or it might not work, but V2 is definitely supported. And, of course, you'll want the latest and greatest AI for your chatbot. So what you'll want to do after that is you'll want to connect this Dialogflow agent to Manychat. So I'm going to actually use Slack for that. If you're not familiar with Slack, Slack is a workspace that's used by millions of business teams. It is a conversational experience too, and it allows bots and humans to work together. And generally the bots that work in the workspace are productivity bots, and Janis is one of those bots. Janis is an AI assistant for bot makers. So it has a whole bunch of capabilities to help you manage and monitor and improve your bot. And so one of the things Janis does, I'm just looking at a series of commands that Janis understands, is Janis will help you get connected to Dialogflow. So all you need to say is add a bot to Janis, and Janis will walk you through it. Have you created a bot already? Yes, we have a bot. We're using Dialogflow. Now you'll need to sign into Google, but once you do that, you only need to do that once, you'll access all of your Dialogflow agents directly from Slack. And that makes it really easy just to add them with one click. So you select an agent, and now you've connected a Dialogflow agent to Janis, and it says, okay, let's connect a Manychat bot to me. So Janis will give you a URL. So you just copy that to your clipboard. And Janis will also give you a few steps on what to do next, on how to connect your Manychat bot. So I'll just do it for you. I've copied the URL. I've now gone over to this bot. This is a demo bot that I created just for this video. And you'll want to go to your default reply. And you'll see here that my reply, this is the standard reply. We're going to replace this reply. Here's what we'll do. We will also want to set this to be enabled. And you'll want to make sure that this is set to every time. That way, every time your Manychat bot receives a message, it can't respond with, it'll fire that off to Dialogflow, which will attempt to use its AI to respond to the message it receives. Now what we'll want to do is let's click Edit Message. And you're going to want to add dynamic content. So this is available to Manychat Pro users. And I guess if you're a pro user, then you'll benefit from the best AI in the business. So you'll just want to first, actually, let's delete this. Okay. And let's add this dynamic content block. And then what you can do is you can click this. And you'll want to paste in the URL that Janis gave you. And you'll want to go to Body. And you'll want to click Add Full Subscriber Data. Now that's it. That's all you need to do. Your bot is now connected to Janis, and Dialogflow is connected to Janis, and Janis will manage that connection for you. And you know, just before I want to show you one thing here. The way you can test your connection is you just send your bot a message that it doesn't understand, and you should see an alert in Slack. So, did you get this? So this is just a random message, and there you go. You can see here in Slack that I got an alert, and these alerts are free, and they're really useful because they help you identify when you may need to train your AI, or maybe there's something broken in a flow, and you can get those insights in real time delivered to Slack and act immediately to fix problems. So keep in mind, this is a free hosted connection. It's monitored 24/7. It's probably a good idea to use something like this over trying to host a script or something yourself, mostly because Janis will support the load when you do broadcasts. If you're hosting a script yourself and you broadcast to a lot of people, you would need your servers that are hosting the connection to Dialogflow to also scale on demand. So you'd probably need to be an IT administrator, and it will cost you several $100s a month, especially if you have several thousand people that you're broadcasting to. So this is a free connection. Janis will help you manage your connection. And let's jump back to Dialogflow for a minute. I want to explain the one concept in this video, which is this concept of intents. So if we look at intents, let's jump into this one here, because we use that here. So an intent captures everything the user says and will respond. So here you'll see that we have "this is awesome," which is we used in here, and we added similar phrases. "This is sweet," "yes, got it." So these are all things that the user says, and we then add a response, and you can do that down here. So you would add a text response to this. So I've added a thumbs up, and there's my second text message. So that is essentially the most basic use case for Dialogflow. It's making your bot more conversational, more chatty, and the great thing is that Dialogflow is free AI from Google, so you can bet that it's going to be the best AI in the business, and you can add that very easily and get started. And stay tuned for The second series, we'll show you how you can, instead of responding here from Dialogflow, we'll respond with Manychat.